Hello, I hope you're all doing really well today. Well, it's that time again when I'm in need of a wardrobe declutter. The last one I did was about 6 months ago, and to be honest, I was hoping to not even have to do one in 2024, and I was also hoping to not have to bring in any new items of clothing this year. It was a big goal of mine. However, two things happened which were quite unexpected. One, we got a dryer and I had no idea how much it can shrink your clothing. And number two, I put on a few kilos in 2023, which is completely fine, but some of my clothes just simply no longer fit me. And before I dive right into the video, if you are new here, a big warm welcome. It's very nice to have you here. Feel free to subscribe if you like minimalism and simple living content. And if you do like this video, let me know by giving it a little thumbs up. Let's get this declutter started. So first I'm getting everything out of this wardrobe, and I'm not going to be worrying about in this top section here. I'm going to be tidying that up another day. So I'm just getting all the items and going to be popping them on the bed. And the next thing I want to do is tackle these shoes. So I'm going to get them all out, take a look at those, see if there's anything to let go of there. On a side note, how cool are these gum boots I got just from Kmart, and they're super handy for the garden. I have a very muddy garden at the moment and they're a lifesaver actually, and they're pretty cute too. Obviously this was filmed before I started using them in the said muddy garden, hence why they're spotless. So I'm just looking over the shoes, looking at if there's any damage on any, if I've been wearing them the last year, or the last 6 months rather. And I've pretty much wore all of them the last 6 months. These are pretty much live-in. They can do with a bit of a scrub, but they're very good Under Armour runners. And the last pair here, this is, unfortunately, I got them on sale. Absolutely love them. Nike Air Max, I believe they're called. Size 5, I've got tiny feet, but they don't actually fit me, so I'm not sure why, because I'm usually size 5, but they just run small. So I'm going to be trying to resell these on Facebook Marketplace, so I'll just put those aside. And there's a couple of random things in the bottom of the wardrobe here, so I'm going to take all of those out as well, take a look at what I've got. Does anyone actually use these things for the hair dryers? I can't bring myself to throw them out, but maybe I'll have to soon because I never used them. And I found a few receipts and bits of rubbish I could let go of. And something I always do when I'm doing a declutter, I always vacuum the cupboard. So here I'm vacuuming the wardrobe, especially as it's where I keep most of my shoes as well. If there's any bits of dirt, I just like to get in there and clean up everything while there's nothing in the wardrobe. And another thing I like to do is give all my shoes a bit of a wipe down. It's nothing perfect, but they do tend to gather a lot of dust at the bottom of the wardrobe there. So just a quick wipe over and popping them back. And I've decided to keep all my hair products in the Lorna Jane bag because I don't really have anywhere else to keep my hair straighteners and things like that. And then it was on to the next wardrobe, which we keep the tall chest of drawers in here, and my clothes are the 2 bottom drawers. So I'm going to just go in here and get everything out and pop it on the bed. And here we go. This is every single item of clothing that I currently own. It's not that much. I'm pretty stoked with that. I love keeping a really minimal wardrobe. So it's just about really going through everything now and really thinking about it if I'm really not sure, I'll actually just hang on to it for a bit longer. And of course, while everything is out of the drawers, I want to give it a good wipe down as well. Even the bottom of the drawer gets dusty, so it's really good to just give it all a wipe down. So it's actually a few days later. I got caught up with the start of the declutter. We got invited to a social event, so we ended up doing that, and I popped my clothes away, and now I've got them all out again on the bed. I'm gonna do it a little bit different to my last declutter. It's Friday afternoon and I really want to be as quick as possible because I want to relax for tonight. So here I've got some clothing on the hangers. Usually I would sort it in their piles and really look at everything in their individual piles. And I do love doing declutters that way. But I know, for example, 1, 2, 3, like they're brand new items of clothing that I haven't worn yet. And I know I'm going to be wearing them, obviously. So I'm just gonna, instead of taking them off the hangers, I'm just gonna pop them away in the wardrobe, as well as anything else that I know I love, I wear. I'm just gonna pop it away. So I was actually quite lucky. Everything that I have on the hangers I do want to keep. The pink long dress there, I wasn't 100% sure on, but yet I can't let it go just yet, so I'm gonna keep holding on to that one for a bit longer. I think that I will keep it because I do like it. I don't wear it much, but I feel like it's a really nice kind of event dress to have, and I don't have too many dressy dresses, so it's really good to have a couple. So I've gotten out the hangers. So as I go through these, like I said, I want to be really quick today. I'm not going to organize my wardrobe today. It's mainly the declutter, so I'm just going to pop them wherever, and I'll do an organization, a very simple one in a few days. But for now, anything that does need a hanger, I'm just going to pop it on, pop it back if I really want to keep it, and if it still fits me and all of that. And as I go through the pile, I'm going to be sorting things out in their individual piles as well. This one I'm not sure about, doesn't fit very well. They're just some yoga pants. They're not very flattering on me. I don't think they're good enough to sell on Facebook or anything, so I'm going to actually pop them in a to donate pile. This one really hurts. This beautiful dress I got at a secondhand shop. It's beautiful with its embroidery. It was a little bit on the tighter side when I bought it, and I really shouldn't have bought it, to be honest. And I'm starting to realize it's best to get things a little bigger, not snug. This was pretty snug when I got it. Very fitted, I guess. And I thought, you know what, that's fine. But it's actually not fine because it no longer fits me. So it's so beautiful, Ganda. I'm going to try and sell this one because surely someone out there would like to buy this. I'm going to keep it on a hanger because I want to make sure it's really nice for when I do take photos for Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, and it doesn't help when buying things online. This is from Pedal and Pup. Sizing sometimes so hard online. When I first got it, it fit actually not too bad, but it's just a little bit on the tight side. So I'm gonna try and sell this. So it's this beautiful skirt. It's like got yellow flowers on it, and then it has like a little cute matching top with it as well. I was gonna maybe keep the top and just wear it with jeans or whatever, but it's a little bit too tight. So hopefully someone can get use out of that more than me. Even though I'm not doing much organization in this video, while I sort out what I want to keep and what I want to let go of, I'm still folding things up or putting them on the hangers because I don't want them crinkled. If you just put them in a ball and shove them away, they're going to get really crinkled. Something simple, but it's important to think about these things because really, who has time for ironing in this day and age? Unless you absolutely have to. What are you doing, Cora? Are you making a little pillow, cubby house, are you? Oh, I see. I have these two jumpers. They're exactly the same except different colours, one blue, one pink. And they're so soft. I call them my kitten jumpers. They're like, I don't know what kind of material, but it's just like super, super duper soft. And you know what? I've had them for I think 3 years and pretty much just wear them in winter time. And what I really want to say is if you want to get into minimalism and really look at holding on to clothes for as long as possible, you don't need to worry about what people think in terms of, oh, but I wore that last winter, I wore that jumper last winter, or I wore that jumper the last 5 winters. Like, part of minimalism and living simply is not caring what people think. You've got to stop caring what people think about not wearing the latest fashions because who cares? I mean, it's fine to have some fashionable pieces if you really must, but it's also okay with re-wearing outfits. I think it's actually cool. Cora's helping. Pajama pile over there. I like to have 2 pairs of winter pajamas and 2 pairs of summer pajamas generally. Just so, you know, you can rotate them through the weeks. Generally, I'll put the season that I'm not using in the bottom drawer. Just realised you can't see me. How rude. Usually, I'll put like all of my warm winter gear in the bottom drawer if I'm not using it much during summer. But at the moment, I'm kind of using summer stuff, winter stuff, a mixture because it's autumn or fall. Here in Australia, so I'm not really worried about putting things away as such. Pretty sure these no longer fit me because I really messed up. I did mention that we got a dryer and I did not know how much things shrink, and I'm really disappointed with myself not realizing that or not knowing that because I never used a dryer, I never had a dryer, so I just thought they would be designed to not shrink clothes, but there you go. They're pretty much just good for towels, I've learnt, and I don't put anything in the dryer anymore unless it's like things like socks. I don't mind like if socks shrink a bit because I've got tiny feet anyway, but pretty much just like socks and towels I'll put in the dryer. Everything else I pop either on the clothes rack or pop it on the line if it's a good day, good sunny day. This is actually one of Keelan's old shirts. Isn't it so cute? I wear it as like a nightie because it's obviously big on me and it's like really cute. I like the print. A good cheap nightie option, just steal your partner's shirts. Okay, I've got to show you these two because they're just so cool. I got them, I believe, at Kmart, and I think they're like a wannabe Peter Alexander pajamas. They're like got breakfast things on them and they're stripy and they're so cool. And I like them a lot. Breakfast is like my favourite food, so I really like them. They're so cute. And then it's just like a pink little top. I got it a while ago now, so they probably don't have them anymore. Actually, I might wear them tonight, so I'll pop them over there. This dress I'm not too sure about. It's got like a little hole there, which is kind of cute. But it's a very booby top on someone with bigger boobs like myself. It's a bit too booby. I don't know. I'm quite conservative in that way sometimes, and I don't think there's anything wrong with being a bit conservative because I don't know, I think it's classy to be conservative in this day and age, and it's just very, very low cut on myself. I think I'll either donate that one or try to sell it. I might try and sell it. So many little things that you need to learn when trying to keep clothes for as long as possible. And I'm not an expert. I am a minimalist. I've always been a minimalist, but I'm not, you know, like, I'm just a normal person that's learning every day. Like, for example, I was bleaching my white dress the other day and I was nowhere near the bleach water, but somehow it still splashed up while I was wearing this little dress, and now it's got a little bleachy splot on it. Like, I got this from the thrift shop anyway. It was only like $3 or something, but I really like it. Just a cute little dress that I kind of live in summer times. So what do? Do I bleach the whole dress? I think I might actually have it as like a little creative project maybe soon, and tie-dye it. So just like put rubber bands all over it, pop it in some bleach, and try and do like a green and white tie-dye dress. That could be a fun way to cover up that little stain. So let me know in the comments, how often do you declutter your wardrobe? I would love to know. Do you do it every month or so? Do you do it once a year? I generally do it once a year, like a major one. I mean, every 6 months is good as well. I would probably call this like a medium declutter, because I don't have a huge amount to declutter. I don't think. We'll find out. These jeans, I'm not sure if they fit me either. So I do have a few things to try on. So I'm going to pop those in like a to try on pile, because I'm just not 100% sure if they fit me or not. I haven't reached for them in quite a while, so I have a feeling it's because they no longer fit me. So I'll just pop that there. By the way, a hot tip. These are just some old t-shirts that used to be a little nicer, but I just think they're a really good idea to have as like active wear tops. I mean, they're not like super cute or anything, but if you want to go for a walk or a run and you're getting sweaty, or even like in the garden or whatever, it's good to have some older shirts that you just don't care about like getting filthy or sweaty. So I like to keep some of those as well. This black dress here got like a velvet floral pattern on it. It's really beautiful actually. I wore it to a wedding last year and I haven't worn it since, because it is quite dressy, and I actually don't think it's very flattering on me, because it's not very shaped or whatever. I don't see myself wearing it again. I might try and sell that one if I can, and if things don't sell like within a couple of months, I might just give them to the thrift shop. Be some lucky duckies out there getting some pretty nice clothes, I think. And I have a feeling this shrunk in the dryer. I did really like it. I do like a good denim clothing item, but yeah, it's going on the to try pile. Wow, what a kerfuffle. Alright, I don't have too much to sort through. Wow, I really don't have that many clothes. I'm really happy with the amount of clothes I have. I've seen some YouTubers recently do wardrobe declutters, and I'm like, whoa. They give me so much anxiety because they just have so many clothes. And to think about having that many clothes stresses me out. Because, like, how do you decide what to wear, girls? I like having minimal because it just makes life easy. Excusez-moi, madame. Do you guys, like, fold your jumpers? We call them jumpers here in Australia, but I think maybe in, like, America and some other countries you call them sweaters, which I find quite hilarious, to be honest. Do you, like, hang them up? Or do you fold them and pop them in a drawer? I'm curious to know. I just pop mine in a drawer because I don't have that many hangers. Alright, this is a really funny story. I hope you don't mind this very casual style video today. It's like chatting with a friend maybe. I don't know. So this black skirt, it's quite fitted, and it kind of always has been, but yeah. Once again, drier, it shrunk a little. The last time I wore it was like to a lunch gathering, and I had a guy come up to me at the end of the gathering and he said, "Congratulations." And I was like, why is he congratulating me? He thought I was pregnant. So there you go. I do have a bit of a belly. I've always had one, like ever since I was a kid. I don't know, maybe because I'm short or whatever, but I always have a bit of a little pot belly. And yeah, so apparently if I wear tight skirts, I look pregnant, and that's not the look that I'm going for. I was quite embarrassed actually. It's not that great to sell, so I'm just going to pop that in the to donate pile. So my dressier shirts I like to hang on a clothes hanger, and then my more casual exercisey shirts I just keep folded in a drawer. Wish I had the time to organise it as I went, and usually I do that. I like to organise as I go, but not today, not today. It's Friday afternoon, so this skirt I'm not sure about. I've had it for so long, and I don't reach for it. I'm just straight away gonna actually pop that on the to donate pile. This top, you might remember it from my last decluttering video. It's a Danny Minogue Petites one from Target. It's like a silky material. I never wear it, and you know what? Coming into the the cooler weather, I'm gonna make an effort to wear this top. Even if I'm just filming or at home or popping down to the shops, I'm gonna wear it. I'm going to, okay? I literally have never worn it. Maybe I've worn it once, and I've had it for like 6 years or something, but yet I can never throw it out. Do you have clothes like that? You never wear, but you can't throw it out? This is one of those things. I just need to make the effort, the conscious effort, to wear it. And I think that has to be this year. It's a beautiful top. I kind of feel like it's so dressy that I'm like, oh, it's just too dressy to wear. But if you have that thought about your clothes and you don't, often dress up or whatever, you're never going to wear those items. Popping it in the wardrobe where I can see it. This is another thing I don't think looks very flattering on me, and I'm not sure why, and it could be the length of it. It's actually, I recently wore it in Paris for there a fair bit. It's just an everyday black cardigan, but I just don't think it looks very good on me, and I don't know why. It has straps somewhere that wrap around. Possibly a bit long on me, I'm not sure. But I like it. I do like it. Maybe I'm just hard on myself. It could be cute. Definitely, like I keep saying, because the weather is cooling down now. Yeah, I'll definitely wear that. Okay, these pants, they're just a pair of black sort of trousery things. I used to wear them at work, but they don't fit me anymore. They're just a little tight around the hip area. So I'm going to pop that in the to donate pile. I just realised, so something else, when I'm decluttering my wardrobe, and I know I'll have a trip to the thrift shop coming up, I will have a quick look through the house to see if there's anything else that I can donate just while I'm making the trip. And I've just seen at the top of my wardrobe, I do have this book that I was given to me last time I did invest in 2 pairs of Lorna Jane leggings recently, and they gave me this free cookbook, but I just don't see myself using it. It's quite nice. It's got some cute pictures in there, recipes. But yeah, probably either donate it or sell it. I'm not 100% sure yet. actually really happy with the declutter all done. It was a good declutter in the way of it's actually not too many things. I'm quite happy actually. So this little clippy thing, those to donate. And then these items just here. I'm going to try and sell those. Not the bag, just the items of clothing there. So not too many things. Quite happy with that. Obviously the shoes, the Nikes don't fit me, and the recipe book, I'll try and sell those two things. So very good, feel really good about this little declutter. So I hope you got something out of this declutter video and enjoyed it today. Once again, give me a little thumbs up if you've liked it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you really soon in my next video.